guys, it's Jason, and today we're starting off a new week. Hopefully it's gonna be about it's gonna be a 6-day week, but it's about 6:30 in the morning here, and yeah, we're starting off a brand new week, a brand new work week, and everybody else is getting into town, or not getting into town, they're getting in. So I hope everybody had a good Easter, and yeah, it's should be a pretty decent week, but yeah, we'll see. But other than that, let's get started. Alrighty, and off and rolling. Starting another Monday. Just rolling to the yard and starting this day off. Hopefully I can get like 25 yards today. That'd be pretty nice. Because it's not supposed to be rainy or anything, so we shall see. Alrighty, we got one. And I'm starting the morning off strong-ish. Got 9 yards going to West Jordan, but it's a pump job, so obviously I'm going to show you getting there, but I'm not going to show anything about it other than that, because it's real boring and all that whatever garbage. Alrighty, we just got her all loaded up and whatnot, and then we're going to get her tempered, assuming that we got some room over there, which I kind of do, kind of don't. Also, I'm going to clean off my windshield because it looks like absolute garbage. But yeah, and then we'll head out to West Jordan. Wes is making his truck look pretty. Alrighty, we're off and running. Going down to West Jordan. Either way, I have to check out something because there you go, my air is low. But yeah, I'll switch to the time lapse of me doing it. Okay, so the reason why you're not seeing me pour out that job that I was just at is because I made a mistake. And I made a stupid mistake. So just to let you guys know, what I did was I have a water valve on my truck that allows me to enter water into the barrel to get it to the proper slump. And I'll go over that in another video. But it's basically to make sure that the concrete is wet enough. So, at the end of my days, usually when I wash out for the day, what I usually do is I turn that water valve on to drain all my water in my tank. Now when I got up up and went out to my first job this morning, I didn't turn it off. I didn't know it was on, so I took my 9 yards of concrete and I turned it basically into water, and it was unusable for the guy. So just to put that into a little bit of perspective, I made a $1,600 mistake this morning. So I made a $1,600 mistake this morning, and I need to not beat myself up too bad about it, but at the same time I need to learn from it. So that was my mistake 100%. They did send me on another load. I'm not fired or anything, so I'm gonna try to move on from that today. But this kind of stuff happens, and it's not fun when it happens, or it's not fun for me, because it makes me feel really shitty, because I feel that, you know, I was doing a better, like I was hoping to do a better job. But they did set me up with another job right after this one that is going to use some of that wet concrete, that way too wet concrete that that I screwed up. So it wasn't 100% loss, but that was about a $1,600 mistake that I made this morning. So the next shot that you'll be seeing of me is going to be me wrapping up this job that I'm going to. Luckily enough, it's also 9 yards. So anyway, yeah, but I made a mistake and I need to own up for it. It was 100% my fault. It was nobody else's. So anyway, I need to get to this job, so I'll see you guys when we wrap up that job. Alrighty, so that job went off without a hitch, perfectly fine. Just got done with 9 yards. It was at a big pump, not like a little small pump like you see me pull up to often. It was a big crane pump, so it went like that. But other than that, I'm trying to shake off that mistake that I made. But yeah, it went really good. So that's one job done, and hopefully the rest of the day goes just as smoothly as that. And then when I'm wrapping up the day, I'll probably also talk about what happened as well. Alrighty guys, at my next job, which is the pump job. So I'm not going to be showing a whole lot more of that, but 6.5? Probably about 4.5.
Make it a good 6.5.
Alrighty. That does it for that job. That was pretty easy pump job, not unlike the others last week where they were just a pain to do because it took way too long. But yeah, that one done and done. 9 yards done, so I got 18 for today so far, and probably gonna get like 1 or 2 more loads, but we'll see. But next time you see me, I'll probably be on a job. Alrighty, we're at our next job. It's got 9 yards on it, and we're doing a pool. And from what the paperwork said, we're doing a pump as well, but I don't see one. So we'll see what this guy says. Yeah, we're doing a pump, so I'll see you after I'm done and give you a wrap up of it. Okay, that is done and done. That pump job, just like last week, most of the pump jobs took way longer than necessary, seemingly. But again, they were doing a pool. So I understand why it took so long, because they were doing the bottom of the pool. But we could be washing out, or we could be going on another one. But if we're washing out, The next shot you'll see of me is just sitting inside my truck rather than saying like, I'm washing out. Anyway, but yeah, so if we're washing out, then the next shot you'll see me is right here, just again. But if we got another job, then you'll see me on another job. So yeah. Alrighty, guys. So that was the end of the day for me. Wasn't too bad of a day, except for that one thing that happened this morning. I do want to talk about that for anybody else who may have to go through a similar situation like that. So, whenever that you go through a situation like that, where you make a fatal mistake at whatever you're doing, or the job, or like specifically when it comes to your job, if you make a fatal mistake when it comes to your job, okay, the first thing to do is to just understand what you did wrong and try to correct it as easily as possible. Obviously that's what you should do. The second thing is that if you can't correct it, or if you've tried correcting it or whatever, and you just have to accept, like, at that point you just have to accept that you've made a mistake, okay? You've made a mistake, and it's kind of hard to accept that. Or it's not hard to accept it, it's just hard to, like, you know, like, you just have to acknowledge that you've made a grave mistake. And like, one of the last things that you do is that once you've acknowledged it, you should not let it bring your mood down. And you shouldn't, like, rush to, like, make up for it or something, because that's when you can cause a secondary accident or, like, a secondary mistake. So, like, in my line of work, when I had that, they're like, you need to get back to the yard as soon as possible. So, the first couple of times that I made a grave mistake like this here is that what I would do is I'd just run back to the yard and I'd forget shit, and I'd run around with like a chicken with its head cut off. So that's something that you don't want to do. You just want to stay calm, cool, and collected and be like, okay, I made a mistake. Let's not make this not ruin the rest of my day, both in mentally thinking about it and whatever. You can think about it, just don't let it bring your mood down. But yes, that was 100% my fault this morning. It was nobody else's fault but my own. And luckily it got sorted out for the later of the day and all that fun stuff, but it was 100% my fault. Anyway, hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. And that's all you can really hope for. But yeah, like I said, we did 27 yards today, so it's a really good day, considering that that's almost a third of what I did all of last week. So, and it's only Monday, but yeah, did 27 yards. But alrighty, thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, and watching, and I will see you guys on the next job.